We Gucci. Um, all right. I'm super nervous.
You
So
did great on one-on-ones,
Yeah.
thank you.
There weren't
Um,
even on two on ones even.
or two-on-ones, yeah.
yeah. Well, I appreciate that a lot. I will be honest, I've prepared what I hope to be enough content for, this session, but if it's not, I'll just let y'all know and be like, okay, we're closing shop early. Sorry, guys.
Or
It's
you can
fun.
wing it.
Prepare for us to chaos it so much that you don't get through a quarter or two a half of what you have prepared.
I am really
Like, oh, I
scared.
don't know if I have enough. Chaos. Oh, I didn't even get through half of it.
I'm really scared to DM for Luke, honestly. I've heard bad things.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
I'm not bad. Jason, I'm not that bad, right?
Why, no comment.
Thank you.
He pleads the fifth.
Okay.
No, I'm just teasing. He's usually fine. You just gotta
Alright.
give the mouse a cookie sometimes.
Oh, goodness. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. We all ready?
Ready?
I'm ready.
Luke, are you ready?
Always.
Okay. As we begin tonight's session, Ace, you awake in the house you shared, you and your wife, untouched by time. The vase on the table nearby holds her favorite flowers. You hear a voice calling from the other room. James, is that you? Moments later, Alira finds you, holding your precious baby girl in her arms. The face you had thought you'd seen 100 times happily standing in front of you. They both are smiling, and you feel warmth for the first time in many years. Everything is as it should be. You reach out to embrace them, but your arms feel as though they have heavy weights tied to them. You look around, panicked, and you catch a glimpse of the vase. Once full of bright flowers, suddenly they look black and withered. You're stunned for a moment. You watch as the vase cracks and shatters. The flowers begin to burst into flames. In a moment, everything changes before you. The fire engulfs the table, the floor, the walls, and the roof in an instant. You feel unable to move. Your wife cries out to you, "James, save us!" Smalls. You begin to regain consciousness.
ready.
Your head pounding, your vision coming back to you. You hear muffled voices, rushed though they are. You try to move your hands and feet, but the rope is holding them taut. Dazed, you begin to remember investigating the missing Gorner's shop. The two men stumbling upon you, then darkness. You find your hands and feet bound, sitting on the wooden floor, loose black powder scattering across, the smell of sulfur in the air. You see a flash out of the corner of your eye, a flame licking some loose rags atop of black powder. The pile quickly ignites and with ferocity begins to engulf the table and the wooden beam framing the side of the house. You're stunned. Ace, you startle awake. You're immediately relieved. In the corner of the room, you see fire licking up the wooden beam and down the table in front of you. You feel your hands bound. Roll me an intelligence check.
Oh no. I didn't have my dice. I wasn't ready after all. Fuck. We just start with trauma? That's where we're going? Okay. Fuck me, I guess. Intelligence, you said?
Yeah.
That would be a 16.
You see that the house has black powder strewn about, the reagent that makes your weapon fire. You don't have much time to get free before the whole place goes up in smoke. and you and Smalls inside of it. What would you like to do?
Yeah, can I pull on the ropes? Like, is there any wiggle room?
They're bound tight. No wiggle
Okay,
room.
and
What
can
are we
I
tied by?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
What are we tied by? Is it like our ankles, our wrists?
You are tied. You're bound by your wrists and again by your at your ankles.
Cool.
Okay, can I see Smalls from where I'm at, or is she like behind me?
She's facing the opposite way.
But why can't I see her back? Or no?
Yeah, like I mean, you can look behind you and see her.
Ace would kind of like coming out of the daze, just Smalls, are you good?
Now I have to find my accent again. Oh, fine.
You know what happened?
I think
And how do we get out of this?
do I see anything like sharp near me? Like, is there any broken glass on the ground? Bottles?
Roll me a perception check.
Cool. That is. Excuse me. Perception. I have shit perception.
You can feel that you are sitting like on or around a couple broken glass vials.
Okay,
They're pretty
I'm
sharp.
going to. They're pretty wet.
They're pretty sharp.
I'm gonna try to get my hands on one of those to like start sawing away at my ropes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a d20.
Yes. I think
Okay.
I rolled.
Yeah, I see it. You roll an 8. You're attempting at it. You can't get it right away, but you feel like you're making progress.
Okay.
Is there
I'm gonna-
is there anything near me that I can grab to start like cutting away at mine?
So you don't see as much glass, but you do see a bottle or a vial that's in reach of you. It has some green liquid pouring out of it, but you think that it could be used for something, maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna just try and like scramble over to that and try and start working at my wrist
Okay.
rope.
Roll me a d20.
12.
Okay. If you get it on the you get the green liquid, you smell a little bit of sulfur as you get closer. You pour it or kind of jimmy it into the rope, and you can sense it starting to corrode the rope. With enough force, you might be able to pull yourself free.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna keep working at that, and as soon as I feel like I can break it, I'll try and break it.
Okay. Rexenor and Ezran, what are you guys doing?
Last I checked, we're watching a house burn down. That
Yeah,
came to
we
the-
were outside of a shop, and it caught fire. The one that was Zach when we were going to go explore, correct?
Yes.
Indeed.
You saw a keen passerby yell fire. You turned your attention to what appears to be Lachlan's guns and goods, and you see flame peeking out of the wooden framing on the side. What are you doing?
Is it look like anybody's coming to help? Does it look like anything is, anything else is happening?
The person who shouted is still running. But you're not familiar with the town. You don't know what if anyone is gonna come in time to help. And, you don't see anything else happening, really.
Okay. Ezra will look over at Rexenor and kind of shake his head from side to side. Well, this was the place, right?
That's what the old man in the shop before said.
It was supposed to be empty.
Well, it'll certainly be by the time the fire's done with it.
Sorry.
Yeah. So Ezra's just gonna kind of look to Rexenor for like, I don't know, kind of his take on what to do next, since investigating this was kind of his main idea.
You
How bad do
hear
the flames
loud
look?
cursing from in the house.
So
Oh, do we hear people?
Yeah, that's a good question.
no.
I just said melt. Smalls is definitely like.
So I forgot to mention. You know what? I forgot to mention it, and it doesn't matter anymore. So I had planned for you to have gags, but you know what? You don't have them for some reason. The people who tied you up just didn't carry them.
Fair enough. Then, yeah, I mean, I would be yelling every now and then, like, I would be yelling over the Smalls, like, any luck, stuff like that.
Yep, I'm working on it.
So would we hear that? Is that, I'm assuming they're in the same building that's burning. We're not in two different places.
Roll me a perception check.
Sure.
Would I also roll perception to see how I'm perceiving this burning building?
Okay.
Oh, shit, nice.
I'm not as perceptive.
So,
Oh,
Ezran, if you listen closely, you can hear what sounds like shouting.
He kind of tips his head to the side and like gets a little bit closer. He doesn't seem to mind the flames as much, even though the heat would probably normally bother somebody to be this close to. And he'll look back over to Rexenor. Well, it might be empty soon, but it's definitely got someone in it now. And he'll kind of have like that wide-eye look, like, what should we do?
I suppose our best bet is to try and get them out. They might have answers for us.
And without saying anything in response, he'll just nod. And is there a safe way to enter the burning building?
Well, you are still probably about 35 feet away, so you can start walking up. While you do that, I'm gonna turn back over to Smalls and Ace. You're working on your rope still.
Yeah, until I can get out of these things, that's my...
Yeah, and you know what? I'm gonna cast Mage Hand, and I'm just gonna tie him.
So actually, I believe Mage Hand has a semantic component, if I'm not mistaken.
What's semantic mean again?
It means
hand motion gestures.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
in
verbal
character sheet, if you go
and
to-
semantic.
Yeah, semantic means you have to be like have free movement of your hands, basically.
Never mind.
But go
Still-
ahead
On away.
if you want to roll another d20, just to keep working on those ropes.
Can I as well?
Yeah.
Oh, this is stupid.
Dear people on the outside, run! Don't
It's
jump.
not our turn.
Wh-
It's
what
not
do
our
you-
turn.
What'd you get?
He can yell on his turn.
I got a 1.
Oh gosh.
We're gonna die in here.
Maybe you should help each other on the next
Probably.
turn.
And then it became the adventure of Rexenor and Ezra.
Nice not knowing you guys.
So, going back to Rexenor and Ezran, you're about 35 feet out. You can see the flames start to billow up. Are you still making your way to the house?
Oh yeah.
I heard somebody inside of it, and I'm pretty fire resistant, so I'm just gonna go for it if there's a safe way in that's not gonna directly get me, hurt or killed.
Okay. And your speed is what, like 30?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
Same.
All right.
But if they're dashing, they can move the full 60.
Okay. Is that what you guys would like to do?
Yeah, we're going in.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay.
As fast as possible. I'm hearing people, so.
So you run up to the house. There's a door at the front that you definitely can see, but you don't see any windows. You can try the door if you'd like. Or, try to force it open.
Yes.
Okay. So the door's locked.
I figured. Definitely force if possible.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a...
Strength check.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Roll me an attack on the door. If you're gonna use a weapon, or strength check if you're not.
I was gonna shoulder the door.
Okay.
Yeah, Great Axe might be a little bit overkill at the moment.
That door up!
Well, I mean, your long lost people that you don't know are possibly inside.
Yeah, I'm risking my axe. But I will risk my shoulder. So,
Hey, worth my axe.
you want an unarmed attack, or do you want a strength check? I wasn't sure
Strength.
what you were. Okay, strength check. Got it.
Okay. The door is pretty sturdy. Doesn't budge.
Okay, well, I'm gonna keep
dying in here.
on shouldering at it, and hopefully Rexenor comes up with a brighter idea than this, because this is my contribution.
What if they both shouldered it at the same time?
I am average intelligence and nothing more.
I'm going to try and pick the lock.
Okay.
I do have proficiency in thieves' tools and a set of them. I
All
also
right.
have proficiency in sleight of hand, so for the ease of pushing a single button, I shall sleight of hand click it, but it's my thieves' tools.
Okay.
Does a 22 open the lock?
Yes, it does.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
He slams into the door, and I just kind of like pick something out and just rake the lock real quick and open it. And be like, just give it a
Just
look,
swing it
like,
open for him, like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
Amazing.
well, I'll just give him like a side eye. But I will go in and look around, see if I can find the voices.
Okay.
How far away are they from where I would have heard them?
So they're about 5 feet from them. Ace and Smalls, through the smoke, you see what looks like 2 military guards, a human and a dragonborn, coming in to rescue you. What are you doing?
Oh, is it 5 feet from us? Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I'm yelling out to any of them.
I'm-
We're bound. Blades, help us get free.
I will, if I can, ignore that request and attempt to just pick him up.
Okay.
If I can get to them.
Roll me a strength check.
Okay. I'm better at picking up than knocking down doors. Both of them, if I can, or if I can only
Isn't it
hold
like
one, then
Tiberius?
one over the shoulder.
Small child.
Oh my gosh.
Do you have proficiency in athletics?
Do I have proficiency in athletics? Yes. Yeah.
Could I persuade it to be an athletics check, just in case that makes any difference?
I really think
Because
for
that's
this.
athletics is the skill of using your strength to do something. It's your skill check for strength. It's the only strength-based skill check in the game.
Well, I'm good with what I rolled for strength.
You rolled really well, but you're trying to pick up 2 people.
That's true.
If possible. If I can only pick up one, I'll just throw the one over my shoulder. Whatever I can do.
Yeah, either's fine. You want to add your athletics modifier to it? That's okay as well. I'm not gonna make you roll again.
Oh, yeah, that'll be fine. My athletics modifier is a 6, but so that would have only been 2 more. So
Yes. Yeah. So 23 instead.
Okay. So with a 23, you can lift one of them pretty easily. The second one would be a challenge for you.
I'm 3 feet tall.
I will lift the bigger one in hopes that Rexenor can help with the other one, the small one.
A wise choice.
I can't believe that.
I, on the other hand, will not attempt to lift the other person. I will just dagger ropes.
Wise choice. I hop up and I scramble.
All right. Ezron, as you go to lift Ace, you feel the ground, the wooden floor that you're standing on, begin to buckle under your weight. You hear a pop, pop, pop in the corner next to you, and all that gunpowder, that black powder, starts to ignite and create this huge flame that engulfs the room. What are you doing?
Am I able to, like, sprint to the door? You said it was only like 5 or 6 feet from the door, right?
Yeah, you can do it. Your movement will be half, though.
That's fine. If I'm dashing, that would still give me like 30 feet. At like half.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Rex, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna help the smaller person, depending on how well. I don't know what I can see through the smoke, but I'm just gonna cut the ropes and help them up and, like, kind of gently persuade them towards the door.
Oh, no, you don't even have to persuade. Smalls is already scrambling.
We leave you behind.
Yes.
Sitting there in the burning place, like, what?
Are you gonna sorry, oh gosh, your names. This is so challenging for my brain right now. Ezron, are you gonna help Ace get out of his ropes, or are you just gonna fireman carry him the whole time?
Well, I'm just bringing him out into the street where it's safe, and then I'll just kind of dump him on the ground. I mean, at the moment, I don't know who this person is, and I don't know if I trust to untie somebody who is about to be burned in a building. You know, they could be a bad person.
Am I already outside with them?
Yeah, it looks like you're I believe Rex brought you out front after he
Yeah, I'm pulling my dagger. I'm gonna take the things off of him.
Yeah, after like his ropes get cut, Ace is just gonna kind of brush himself off and stand up. That's mighty kind. Much of blood, and he just kind of stops and he looks.
Yeah, my character would definitely stop at that, and you see he was kind of brushing off his armor as well, and then he looks and kind of takes in who's standing in front of him, and he kind of stares in silence. What are
Small glance
you
over.
doing here?
Do they know? Do you know each other?
Yeah, we go way back. Smalls, Ez, this is Small, this is Ez. I don't actually know your friend over there.
Well, reunions and introductions aside, it's a pleasure to meet you. Why were you about to burn to death?
Yeah, honestly, that's something we gotta figure out.
They didn't like us.
Yeah, we were just looking around the place.
He looks to make sure Rexenor got out. Okay.
I intended to. I'm hoping I did. I should have been.
Yeah,
would've
you
been
guys,
last
you
one out,
guys
yeah.
both, you guys both exit the building. There's still smoke pouring out, and actually, the wooden roof seems to be engulfed in flames.
Fine, I recommend we change places. People are gonna notice.
All
She's young, but she's smart.
all of a sudden, you see a giant, just what could be explained as just a large fireball.
God.
As the wooden roof blows into smithereens, there are pieces flying everywhere. And through the fire, you see what may not be familiar to some of you. But for some of you, you might recognize this as a large fire elemental.
Oh, fuck.
Seeming to gain strength from the black powder that was used in the gun owner's shop. It's gained strength and it threatens to devour everything in its sight. You gonna let it burn?
So are we dealing with this now?
Is it our
What?
problem?
What have we gotten ourselves into? What is happening in this town?
Yeah,
I
haven't
don't
figured
think
it out
it's
yet.
our problem.
Ace is gonna like put his hat back on and pull his pistol out of his holster. And I'm just gonna shoot at the fire elemental. Fuck it.
So we're doing this.
So you would have to walk slightly back inside. Oh no, never mind. I guess you can shoot from the opening in the roof. Yeah.
I'm about to say I'm gonna shoot from wherever.
Okay. If everyone wants to go ahead and
I cannot move my token. It does
Yeah.
this
I can't click on
sometimes.
mine either, but I
I'm
can
not
do
sure
this.
what's happening.
I can move mine.
I can know the move in mine.
Why is your token so tiny? He's a little
I don't know,
baby.
man. He's a little baby.
Yeah.
A little baby gunslinger.
I can't make it bigger, man.
He doesn't use a pistol, he uses a little pistol.
Oh, no.
all right, give
I
me
love it.
1 second.
I
have
love
no
it. Can I
idea
keep him?
why it's working.
No. Fuck
Can I
off.
keep him? Can I keep Tiny Ace?
Now.
There we go.
Oh,
Oh, I'm even tinier.
you're even tinier. Tiny Ace and Tiny. Tinier. What's your character's name?
Small.
Small. Oh, Tinier Smalls. That's even better.
Well, oh, you know, it might be by size because I am a small creature technically.
You
I
should
think
be.
I think it's just the map that I brought in. Actually, you should be able to change the size of it.
I have no idea. I'm fine being small. It's okay.
Yeah, I can't move my token at all, so that's why I brought in another one.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't move my big one.
Were you
Oh,
asking us
no.
to roll initiative? Is that what you were gonna do?
Yes.
You will have to open the turn order thing on the left. Perfect.
All right.
Oh, the map gets an initiative.
That's right.
Ooh, that's cool.
I am looking over and I don't see what you see.
Did I get an initiative? I don't know.
See you
Is
roll
the map on the token layer by chance? Is that what's causing things to?
No valid poll token was selected. Okay, that's why mine didn't work.
Because if that's the case, you'll just have to click on the map, and then you'll right-click it and go to move to layer, map layer.
My first one was bad. My second one was good. You can pick whatever you want.
Perfect. There you go. Now we see the grid too.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what I did. Thought I was clicking on the elemental when I moved it to the token layer.
That explains
That's why the map got an initiative and not the elemental. I see.
it. This map is out to kill us, guys.
Every DM who has ever used Roll20 has made the
100%.
layer mistakes.
Definitely done it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I wasn't still making them today.
I've made them in the past 6 sessions. I know.
All right,
However,
and
I will
then you see this
say,
here. We don't see where
that's
you're
a-
clicking. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer.
That's a badass fire elemental token, though. I love that.
Pretty cool.
That I recognize, I think.
It is the common one, so it's not super weird.
So is this visible from the outside, or is this like I need to step into the doorway to shoot it?
So with the roof blown off, you can see it. Like the walls are about 7 feet high, maybe 6-7 feet high. You should be able to see it. I mean, it's a dwarven down. It's not huge, so
Okay.
you should be able to see it from the roof. Or
So since I shot to start initiative, do I get to shoot now, or do I have to wait my turn?
I honestly did not calculate that, so I'll take that as a first turn.
Okay. You do want to sort it by descending, though, on the initiative order. Sweet.
Okay. I'm a little new to combat, so I hope you guys can bear with me.
All
All
good.
good, my friend.
We will be very kind.
I will not. No, just kidding.
Let's see, one moment. You can go ahead and talk about your day. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Face on her face now.
Well, you know, my day was good. I was just walking through this town, and then all of a sudden, the fucking building I was walking to caught fire, and then there's this dude that I used to know that's sitting inside of it. I dump him on the street, try to ask him why he's here, and then a fucking fire elemental attacks. What a crazy day!
It's been
I'm
a
sorry
I-
it wasn't a dragon this time.
I got
Yeah.
knocked out and tied up just for seeing what a fucking shop looked like.
Yeah, that's the weirdest thing. We were just like, you know what? We'll tell you later.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I'm a child.
What are you trying to do, babe?
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. Just trying to help.
Trying to be supportive.
Okay. All right. So with a 20, did you roll a 21? Oh no, you didn't roll. Did you?
Did I roll what?
Did you roll for your
Oh,
turns?
you said I had to wait for my first turn.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I saw the strength roll from Jason and thought that was you. So
Oh, so I do get to shoot first?
yeah.
Okay.
Wait a second. You trickster. No, Mel. Mel. Oh my god.
That's what I thought. I was basically waiting for my first turn.
Okay, alright, I'm regrouping. Smalls, go ahead and take your first turn.
Okay, so you're sure we're doing this?
I think it's our
I'm
only
asking
option, Smalls.
It's fucking fire. The
Yeah,
only
I can
thing I
see
know-
that.
Yeah, but the only thing I can do against it is something I shouldn't do against it.
Yeah, fair enough. Just stand back. We got this.
Yeah, so instead of helping, I'm gonna go scramble and see if I can find some sort of fire department down the road.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna...
So I will say that is probably to the south side of the map.
To the south?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm running like back in this way.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just... Whatever I gotta do, I guess I'll run like that way. I'm looking for people. I'm gonna start yelling, "Fuck!" Can I like roll to see if I get like people's attention or something?
What would that be, like a persuasion check?
That or performance. Probably persuasion, though.
Okay, go ahead and roll me roll me a persuasion check.
No, they're about the same anyway. Nobody thinks there's a fire here.
There was never a fire to begin with.
Yeah, they think you're just trying to stir up trouble. I mean, the fact that there's a huge fire, like 20 feet away from you, causes a few to look. But the rest just think you're pulling a prank.
Is there not a fire department in this stupid town?
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright. Ezrin? What would you like to do?
You said the fire elemental's on the roof? Is that what I heard you say?
No. So you can see it from where you're standing. It's kind of
Mhm.
peeking out through the roof.
The whole top half of this building like blew the fuck up.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's no more roof.
Okay, so if that's the case, I will step up next to where Ace is and pull out my great axe. I'll ready an attack in case the thing comes forward within my range. If he does, I will attack. Otherwise, I hold my ground.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Alright. Oh. Here we go. Yes, I don't know. There we go. Okay. Rex, what are you doing?
I'm going to do almost the exact same thing, only instead of an axe, it's a longsword and a shield.
Okay. You guys are an exciting group.
Yeah, so anyway, I started blasting.
Must be nice!
Okay. Why is it?
I don't know why it says -3. Give me a second.
Is that what? Oh,
Minus?
That's what was going on with me yesterday.
Oh,
or
but
last
he
week.
has-
Auto flying your
you-
sharpshooter. You have +2 to hit, -5 for sharpshooter. So it's
Oh,
giving you
that's what it
-3.
is.
Why are you getting a -5 to sharp?
Because of my sharpshooter, if I hit, it gives me a +10 bonus to damage.
Okay. So a total of
14.
14. I love math. It's my favorite. So, that's great. Let me just pull up the character sheet again. So with a 14, you do hit it.
Hey, we hit. We take those. Wow. But it'd be plus 10.
Because you get an extra 10.
I get an extra 10 damage from sharpshooter, so 15.
Okay.
Forgot I took sharpshooter. Thanks for remembering that.
Okay. Let's see. This is a really dumb question. These green numbers here. That
That's so you can track the monster's HP quickly.
okay, what do you need the blue one for?
Blue one is energy, like think mana and stuff.
Well, now I know.
Now she knows.
Now I know. So okay. Alright. You did some damage. Anything else you do?
Yeah, I'll kind of look over at Ezrin and I'll just kind of nod. This brings back memories, and he'll take a couple steps back and not be up there with the rest of you guys.
Yep, definitely memories.
Yeah.
And that's my turn.
Shade.
Okay, perfect. Um, I think I understand. Okay, so the fire elemental is actually going to let me see. He's gonna move toward the middle of this room. And at this point the ground is already ablaze. The black powder has already been ignited. So you'll see like just random like crackles and pops as the floor kind of continues to ignite as he moves around the room and ignites anything left. And that's gonna be his turn. Mel, you're up. Or Mel, oh my gosh.
I know, I'm gonna be doing that for a little bit too. Right, so I'm gonna try again. Like, fire department. You know, if this fire gets worse, then it'll go to the next house and the next house and the next house.
I love this little goblin just running around.
Just imagine the arms waving. Guys,
I'm 3 feet tall.
do you
Just out
want
here
the
trying
whole
to study on
town
top
to
of the
go up
grid.
in flames?
It's gonna burn. It's gonna burn. So yeah, I guess I'll roll persuasion again. Okay.
You get a few people's attention. You know, there are 1 or 2 people that look at you and they see the fire and they actually see if they can see 1 or 2 townsfolk there. They'll look around and try to find something that kind of resembles a bucket and they'll start heading away from the fire. You hope to grab some water.
This fire fucking sucks.
Hey, fuck these dwarves, man.
Okay. Is that all you're doing for your...
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright, Ezrin, you're up for next.
Okay. So. 1 second.
like this music though. This is a banger.
I was just thinking that. I was like, man, this is a good one. I didn't even listen to the whole thing through.
I didn't even try.
This was the first thing on YouTube.
I got slaps. That's a good one.
This is Fire Elemental Burning Building Epic Battle. No, I'm just
Track
kidding.
one.
Didn't you say you were fire resistant?
Yes. So resistant does not mean immune, but the question I have is, how dangerous is this building in front of me? Like looking, is it like falling apart? I mean, it seemed like something I didn't really want to walk into, especially since it was on fire moments ago.
So the building itself is mostly a stone building. It has a wooden roof and a wooden floor and wooden beams, but the majority of it is stone. Probably don't want to hang out in there, because the longer the fire goes on, the less structurally sound it will be, and the higher chance of the floor caving in would be, but...
Okay. Yeah, you see Ezrin, he looks anxiously at it, like he wants to do something and attack and like charge in, but he, against his better judgment, doesn't seem to want to take a step forward. And if you would watch in his stress of thinking about this, visualizing the charge in to attack this creature, you see almost like some kind of ghost of him like split from his form and almost seem to do exactly what he was thinking of doing. It walks into the building, standing behind the fire elemental as I'm going to manifest an echo of myself. I don't know if you could give me another token to use, Hannah.
I could. I was just thinking that. Maybe if it lets me.
I see the tiniest tokens.
Yeah.
I know, I see them
Tiny
right
echo,
next to
tiny
you.
echo, tiny
Okay.
echo.
I was like, man, I can't figure out why these
You're so
things
little.
don't. I was like, I can't figure out why I keep dragging them to the board and nothing's happening.
Oh, there we go. That's good.
Little baby.
So I'm allowed to manifest that echo as a bonus action, and I can make my attacks from that creature. So what is my con mod? This 2. Okay, so I'm going to make an attack roll from my echo. So it'll be me attacking through my echo.
Okay.
Does a 14 hit?
Yeah, because I hit with it earlier.
Because that's what he hit with, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So 11 slashing damage,
Wow. Well, that's pretty neato burrito.
and then I will use my Unleash Incarnation.
You use fucking what?
So whenever I use whenever I take the attack action, I can use one of my charges to make an additional attack from my echo.
This bitch just gets multi-attack at level 3 and I only get a stupid fucking pistol? What?
So another 11. So 22 damage from my echo. And Ezrin is still inexplicably standing in the street holding his axe while you watch the little ghost form of him just kind of manifest and attack this creature.
Okay.
And he looks visibly, like, distraught about this. Like, he's not happy this is happening.
You just hear Ace yell from back behind you. Well, that's new.
He gives you, like, a sharp look.
Alright. Pretty badass. Is that all you're doing for your turn?
Yeah!
Not all, as in, like, diminutive, like, is that all you're doing? No, that was pretty cool.
Jesus, could have done more. What the fuck?
Nice job.
God.
Loser.
Motherfucker just did like 20 something damage at level 3, but I think he
Seriously?
could have got more.
What the fuck? I should have not left you to play this back.
It's a base thing! It's not even, like, a special thing!
Too special. Can't support.
OP.
All right, Rexenor, what are you up to?
I do not have the ability to create shadow
Yeah, you
clones,
neither.
do.
Same.
And I don't have a gun, and I'm not resistant to fire, and I'm a sane person, so I'm not going into the burning building.
Yeah, fair.
So there are no windows, correct?
No.
So it has to come. If it comes out, it's got to come out like through here or here,
Mhm.
as far as my character knows. No snapping. There we go. From there or there. And we can see like his approximate location over this wall.
Yeah. You can pretty much figure out where it's at. His little head's peeking
All
out.
right. He's probably coming through the door, so I'm going to ready for a creative turn, stand by the door,
Woo!
and ready an attack.
Oh shit.
Love it.
All right. Anything else?
No.
All right. One more thing. Ezran, does your Echo have actual like HP?
I believe it has. Hold on. It is an AC 14. It has 1 hit point and immunity to all conditions. So.
Nice.
Oh, sorry. Its AC is 14 plus my proficiency, so 16.
Wow. Okay. All right. Ace, it's your turn.
My turn. I'm gonna take a couple steps over this way for the Vance. And yeah, second burst, same as the first. We popping off another shot, wake these townsfolk up. Blap blap. And that's gonna be a 17.
Yeah, that hits.
Plus 11, so 21 points of damage.
Guys, you guys are eating me up.
Only half of us are actually participating in
Yeah,
the
only
combat.
two.
Okay, I just want you to
Participating.
know that I was a little scared that the fire elemental might have too much HP. So I want you to know that if we do an encounter later and you guys completely get TPK'd, it's y'all's fault. Okay?
That's on you.
Blame Luke and Jason for their absurd burst damage.
Yeah, what about we're just hanging around?
Yeah, well, you guys won't die. I'll figure out a way.
Okay, cool.
All right, perfect.
No, okay. So you did 21 points of damage.
Yeah, I want to kind of like shoot a bullet straight through its face and make the flames like spread out and then have to remerge if that's possible.
Yeah. As you take your aim, the bullet leaves the barrel and flies straight into the fire elemental, pushing a gaping hole through it. The fire elemental rules for a second, and then the flame envelops it again, and it's looking damaged, but it's still hanging on. It's pretty pissed off now.
Good shot, Ace.
All right, is that all you're doing?
That is all I'm doing.
All right.
I got 2 more shots before I got to reload.
Okay. So, the fire elemental, angry and upset, is going to kind of draw within itself and draw upon the fire that is around it with the gunpowder on fire and whatnot. And it's going to try to heal.
Wait, it's gonna what?
Yep. Gonna heal 10 points of healing.
No. They're not allowed to do that.
Just talked about it earlier.
They can if she says they can.
We literally had a conversation on the road where you were like,
No. Mobs aren't allowed to heal. Only we can use health potions.
well,
True.
you see, it's fire, so it can do what it wants.
Oh.
Alright, and it's also going to use an attack to reach out to the ghostly creature doing damage to it. Let's see. Let's see. I don't actually know how to do damage. What do you just roll?
Oh, you just click on where, like, in the sheet where it says the initial word for the attack. Like, what does it say? Say like burn or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
You just click that.
So it's going to attack Ezran's ghost. It's gonna do it's gonna hit for 17.
That is rolling the GM.
Okay.
Let me fix that for you real quick.
It's attacking the little echo.
Yeah, it's gonna I can
Oh.
click.
Poof.
I can
Dissipates.
confirm. It does say 17. Like, she ain't bluffing.
Unfortunate.
Oh shit! Fucking hell! I did roll so much. Sorry, guys. I got new wheels on the chair, and I'm zooming. I'm not intending to zoom.
Okay. And since it only has 1 HP, I guess I don't need to roll for damage. Okay. And then it's going to also move about the 10 feet. So it's gonna move through that door.
Now, why the doctor coming my way? What'd I do?
Did crazy and nothing. Okay, and that's
Hey.
where it's gonna end its turn.
He's out.
Did that give enough? Like, did he come close enough to Rexenor to trigger the?
yeah. Yeah, Rex, go ahead and take your shot. What are you doing?
All right, with my ready attack. A 21, I'm assuming hits.
Yep.
Why
Okay.
did for six damage? I don't know why I rolled the other one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's one-hander versus two-hander, depending
Yeah.
on which one.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, 6 points damage.
Man,
Basically
I
throwing
feel
fire
so
elemental.
frustrated. Like, I never rolled that much in the previous campaign. And here y'all running out at level 3. I need to have a word with your manager.
Just ignore this. I want to test something. All right, fixed. All right.
Nice.
Okay, cool. All right. So that worked out well. And that was your roll, or you're ready to attack. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go to Smalls. What are you doing, Smalls?
Smalls is okay, so do I have anybody paying attention to me now? Does anybody care?
There seem to be a few people that are, looking on. A few onlookers, a few people, like, hurried to get, like, water and stuff.
Okay. Right then. And does it look to me like they have it handled, or
I mean, it's
like
it's smaller than what it was. It's still pretty big. It's bigger than what it was when you first, than the flame was when you first, were in the house room thing. I know words.
got it. Right, so I'm gonna try to do this discreetly.
Okay.
I'm gonna run back toward them.
Okay.
Like here. Well, I'm gonna go hang out with my buddy. And I am going to cast Ice Knife. I'm gonna try to do it. Is there a way to like cast spells discreetly? Can anybody tell me if that's
The sorcerer what's it called?
Subtle spell. It's meta magic.
Meta magic is the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You would have had to.
have-
You had the one.
I have empowered and quickened.
Mm-hmm. Then no.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. I'm just gonna try. Nobody's really paying attention, I guess, but
You didn't
Yeah,
spend
I'm
two rounds before this yelling for people specifically to pay attention to you.
yeah. Did it work though? I got like 2 people.
And they ran away.
Yeah, so I'm gonna cast it. I don't care. Fuck it. We're gonna leave town in like the next couple hours anyway. Whatever.
We bippity boppity bouncing anywho.
Did that roll? It did.
Yes. So
The fire elemental has to roll a dex save.
oh, okay. Yeah, I know how to do that.
Yeah, I was wondering how that worked too.
Just the click on where it says dex in the sheet.
Oh, thank God. I was like about to click there. Okay. Oh. Okay. So unfortunately you try to kind of throw your magic into into an ice knife, but the fire elemental just bats it away as if it's nothing.
Will
Oh,
you,
look at that
yeah, hold on-
ice
hold on a
cube.
second.
It did
read the-
nothing.
Can
So
you read the show spell description? Because I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
it does have damage.
yeah, no. You make a ranged attack to see if you hit it first. Then, after the spell hits or misses,
Oh yeah.
wherever it landed, everyone within 5 feet of it has to make a dexterity saving throw or take another 2d6 cold damage.
That's true. Yep,
Um,
you're right. Okay. So yes, I'll roll a dexterity saving throw. Oh, okay. No, I understood that backwards. So
So what was the ranged spell attack then? That's what I'm
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
she
first
didn't,
you
she
make a
didn't
ranged spell attack.
roll it. She
Okay.
has to roll the
I
range
know
spell
what the
attack.
5 foot would be.
That's what confused me.
So the only person who would actually have to do it is.
well, the elemental would have to do it, and also Rexenor would have to do it.
No, she can angle it just so that it doesn't hit. Right.
Yeah, I guess I could hit it like right here.
Yeah, if she chooses
But
not to hit him
To be fair,
directly.
Smalls would have thrown it right at him.
It's
Sorry.
alright, I can take it.
What was the ranged spell attack?
He hasn't rolled it yet.
How do I do that?
You feel like you should be able
I've
to
never
just
been a
click
sorcerer
the
before.
the ice knife button.
Well, that's what I had.
Did you?
Yeah, it's not
click it
rolling
from your
as a-
spells, or did you click it from the middle of your character sheet?
I clicked it from the middle.
Mm,
Just clicked on its name from my attack list.
I gotcha. That should have done it then.
I can click on it from my spells. Do you think that would be different?
No. What's your charisma modifier?
My charisma modifier is
I'm just gonna
One.
go through.
1.
Yeah, it does.
So
the same
so
thing.
you would want to roll art sorcerers based off charisma.
So on
Yes.
her sheet, she should have a spell attack bonus thing under her spells that should say what her bonus is, and then that'd just be that plus or a d20 plus that.
That's what I was trying to do. Yeah.
So it's a spell save DC is 11 plus 3 spell attack bonus.
So it's a d20 plus 3. That's her range spell attack.
There you go.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Max.
No, that's correct.
That's right.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to do.
So I'm just rolling a d20.
Yeah, d20 add 3.
You know,
Okay.
I've never been rolling this way the entirety of Jason's campaign.
Well,
I've
Seven.
just been rolling the spell DC.
You said 7.
7.
That's a rough time.
Oh, did you? It was 1d20 plus 3.
Yeah, it's still 7.
Oh,
I got a
okay.
4.
I see.
So you miss.
Okay.
So then,
Stupid ice cubes don't do anything.
so the The elemental wouldn't take the 2d6 cold damage.
Rexenor would.
So Rexenor has to roll his save.
Yes.
Excellent. I also
So-
rolled a 7.
So the fun part is you did technically do damage this turn.
He just did 7 to Rexenor.
How much damage is it?
It's just
It was the
2D
cold damage
it's
in the
just
thing.
2d6 cold damage.
Oh, okay.
Just 7.
So it's 7.
Sorry.
Ezra's gonna kind of look at you, at the little goblin who just casted magic, and he's going to kind of give Ace like another shooting look, like what is going on.
You just Ace is like mumbling, just smiles. I thought we talked about friendly fire.
What didn't try? I was trying to get the fire.
It was a good try. It was a good try.
Well, that was fun. Ezran, you're up next. Is it Ezeran or Ezeron?
Ezrin.
Ezerin.
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 Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh,
No, it's
not
okay.
bad. He's work at all.
It's just like I'll die or Ildy. It just depends on who's saying it, right? Like, it's okay. So he is now seeing that the creature's outside of the burning building. He's going to rush forward to try to attack it himself. And as he thinks to do so, another echo of himself is going to appear right here. And it will also do as he intends to do. So he is going to... I will need another little echo buddy here, if that's okay.
Yeah.
No, you may not have any more. You killed the first one.
I can create as many as I want with a bonus action. It's infinite. I mean, I can only have one out at a time, but I can keep popping them out. Thank you. So my first attack is actually going to come from my character himself. If I could reopen my character sheet like a dumbass. It does not hit. Ooh, that was bad. Being flustered by the appearance of my echo, I would definitely flub this attack up.
Okay.
If there's something in particular you have for me there.
Yeah. You go to swing with your Echo Knight, and being so flustered that of just seeing it in its presence, you accidentally swing and strike the wall instead. Kind of jamming it in there but pulling it out.
Okay. In that case, my next attack is going to come from my Echo. This time him trying to repeat what I'm doing and using my second and last charge of my Unleashed Incarnation. So it'll be... Oh, another miss.
Oh no.
And just to
Yeah,
clarify,
both
with
miss.
like where you're standing, that wouldn't be a true flanking, right?
No, I don't get flanking from Echo.
Yeah, you
Echo
do.
is not a creature, it's a construct.
You
So
do.
anything that targets creatures can't target the Echo, and he can't give bonuses.
Okay. Dang AI overview. I was like, do Echo Knights get flanking? And it's like, yes. And then D&D Beyond's like, no. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, no, they do not. But yeah, no. Miss both attacks, it's the end of my turn. I'm ashamed.
Oh. It's okay, little buddy. Alright, Rexenor, you're up. No flanking, apparently. Sad day.
I'm just gonna shuffle in the rest of the way because I stopped short of the door for some reason on my last turn. And I'm gonna be incredibly creative and hit it with my sword, or at least attempt to.
Oh damn. Never saw that one coming actually.
Okay.
15 does hit.
Yep. Go ahead and roll damage.
For 9. I'm feeling
9.
pretty comfortable. I've dealt more damage to it than my teammate dealt to me this round.
Nice.
Woo!
Yeah.
Okay. Anything
Making
else?
up for my failure.
To be fair, Smalls has no idea who you are.
Pause from. Well, I'm the person who cut you free to save your life from the fire.
Yeah,
And then
but that's
The only thing I've seen you do since then is shout and ice bolt me.
Yeah, this is why we don't untie people until we talk to them.
All right, and that shall be it.
Okay. Ace, you're up.
Gonna do like a little spin behind Smalls here, and I'll step back to right here. And Smalls, you would see me ruffling around in my coat for a second, and I pull out one small bullet that has like a little skull and crossbow on it, and I'll shove it into the revolver really quick, and I'll just kind of mumble under my breath, "Fuck, I hope this works." And I'll actually use 2 grit points on a volatile or a violent shot, not volatile shot. Sorry.
Okay.
So, boop. So basically, ups my misfire to a 5, but if it hits, I get to roll 2 more d10.
Okay.
So, anything lower than a 5 on my roll, I misfire. Anything that hits gets 2 extra d10.
Okay.
And real quick, before you commit to this, it doesn't have some kind of and also shoot your friend 5 feet away.
It doesn't, fun fact.
Just making sure. Okay, go.
So. 17 minus, that's 14.
So that hits.
So that hits. So the initial one. The initial hit is 19 damage because of the sharpshooter. And then I get to roll 2 extra d10 because of the grit points I expended. So it would be an extra 11 points of damage. So 30 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
Yeah! Sweet. So you would hear like a loud crack as the gun goes off. I can hear myself really bad right now. I'm sorry. No, you're good. I talk louder when I get excited, so that's probably why. But you hear like a loud crack as the gun goes off, and you see this like hole just puncture through the center of the creature as the flames kind of swirl around the bullet. A blast kind of resonates into the wall behind it as the bullet kind of extinguishing a candle as it passes by. That's what I want to kind of happen to the flame as it goes by this elemental.
Right. Well, that sounds pretty cool. Your bullet extinguishes the fire elemental's flame. Just in time to see the fire brigade running over with buckets of water.
Those bitches.
they form a line, passing buckets from one to another from the river, just about 100 feet away. And they extinguish the rest of the fire that is in the house. With most of the fire out, you are left to kind of do what you'd like.
Okay. Do we want to take a break real quick? I know you told me to remind you. That seemed like a natural stopping point for a second.
Yeah. Anything to mention before we take our break?
Yeah,
Right,
as the
Nor would
fire
definitely be
element.
helping with the bucket brigade.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, as the fire elemental goes down, you would see Ezrin kind of stands up straight, and then the echo would just fade away.
Okay. Nice. And you said, Rexenor, you said that you'd be helping with the fire brigade?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd jump in and
I'd
help 'em.
assume most of the soldiers in this kingdom would be trained to do bucket brigade.
That's correct.
Yep,
Yes.
I would also help if needed.
I'm not helping.
You did your
You
share.
did your part. You called for help and you shot your friend. Well,
Mhm.
the stranger who saved you.
And you know what? That's all you could be asked to
All the
do.
days work for Smalls.
All right.
The
Well-
smell's just like, my job here's done.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
Did you roll on the wild magic table when you cast a spell, or is Knife a cantrip?
No, I didn't. But let me see if it's. I don't think it is a cantrip.
It's not a cantrip. It is a
It's
spell.
not a cantrip.
Then I'm pretty sure wild magic would apply.
I kind of
Probably
forgot about
would.
the wild magic table.
I've never been wild magic, so somebody has to. You guys gotta make sure I do this stuff.
Yeah, I just happened to remember it. I forgot you were wild magic until that moment.
So you roll a d20.
Yep.
On a 1, you wild magic surge.
Okay. Roll into G20. Watch me get a fucking 1.
It may be a pause for dramatic effect, but it feels.
Yeah, I was like, that's taking for a while. Okay, I got a 16.
Okay, we're good then.
Is it?
Oh,
Doesn't it go up, isn't it now? Like if I get a 1 or a 2.
By rules raw, it is not. A lot of DMs, including in my game, do that. It is up to you and Hannah.
Whatever you want, Hannah.
let me think on that. I'll let you know later. All right, but for right now, we're gonna go ahead and take a break, and we'll be back here in 5 minutes. I was telling them, I was like,
My
man.
router just decided to die,
Oh,
Well,
and I switched over to backup.
yeah, well, it's good that you have it. I was just telling the rest of them, I was like, man, what if he hated the session so much, he just quit forever?
No, I wouldn't do that. You'd get a scathing review. I
Oh,
wouldn't
no.
quit silently.
Well, that's
Max,
comforting, I
I would not
guess.
go
I
quietly
would
into
shit
that.
talk you to your face.
Oh my gosh.
Uh,
Oh. All right, but
No, I think for your
you're
first
all
combat, that was good.
okay. Well, so Max, you're all sorted.
I believe so.
Okay, good. All right. So ready to pick back up. As you, I move my mic a little bit, so let me know if you have trouble hearing me. But, as you help with the fire brigade to douse the once blazing my goodness, once blazing inferno, burnferno. You see the smoke starts to clear, and eventually, like, the fire goes out. All that's left is embers. You are left to yourself for a moment.
I think
Well,
we
I
need to
don't
get
know.
out of here.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. We probably should vacate the premises. It's mighty lucky you guys showed up when you did. Again, we appreciate the help.
As you're talking, you see a short dwarf, kind of little overweight, waddle up to you. And he says, "Hey, what be all this then? I've been told you passers-by here have started a fire after trespassing in old Luckland's shop. Care to explain, or should I have you locked up for arson and trespassing?"
Yeah, I can explain. It's pretty simple. Whoever told you that is probably the ones that started the fire.
I had a few people tell me that.
Then they all started the fire because it wasn't us.
Why should I believe that it wasn't you?
Well,
Because we were
normally,
tied up in the fire.
yeah, normally if I'm gonna start a fire, I don't tie myself in the building that's gonna be burning.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Do I get a
can we
advantage
have-
from her helping?
Yeah.
Persuasion. Oh, I got a big nothing in persuasion. Why am I talking? Let me shut the fuck up real quick.
Got it. You got advantage.
Oh, I got advantage? That's right. Oh, that is much better. 13. I had a 2 originally. Sorry about that.
Okay.
You know, that's good because if you got less than a 5, you were going to jail.
Hmm.
Love
Fun.
that.
Well, if you don't know who did it, or if you didn't do it yourself, can you at least provide some explanation as to why you were tied up there in the first place?
Well, yeah, I can answer that one pretty clearly. Me and my associate here, Smalls,
For that.
and he'll kind of like pat Smalls on the back to push her forward a little bit. So we were passing by the back alley. Just we try to keep out of, the main thoroughfare because it can get a little bit busy.
People don't like us.
That's true. People don't like us for some reason. We're quite likable though if you get to know us really. Um, anyway, we were passing by the back alley and well, we heard a couple of voices that were raised, and I'm assuming that we overheard a conversation that wasn't necessarily supposed to be heard. Very excitable fellow talking about some chap that was going to come back and burn the rest of the evidence. I don't know. We passed on by trying to mind our own business, but I think we got spotted along the way. We got knocked out and put in the building, and well, that's where these two found us.
Aye. So what kind of evidence did you find?
Evidence? Evidence of what?
Well, you certainly found something that other people were concerned about. What did you find?
Wait,
Uh,
did you not just listen to him? We didn't find anything. They just saw us
Yeah,
overhearing them.
we were in the back
feel you
alley.
out
We
now.
passed by. It got dark. I woke up in ropes because I guess they just assumed with us walking by they got a little excited and they heard our footsteps or something. I'm not sure. Not sure. Deception? Ooh, that's a good one. 17. Wait, do I have? I know I have nothing in deception.
Aye. So you two men heard you talking, or you heard talking in an alley, got excited and just beamed you on the nose, knocked you out, tied you up, left you in the building.
That's how it went.
And that is what I'm telling you. Yes.
Well, I find that hard to believe, but I don't have very much else to go on. What did
Well,
these fuckers look like?
Do you
like
remember?
darkness as I got hit in the back of the head, and it went black.
Well, I saw. This is me asking. Hannah, what do I remember seeing of this guy?
You remember seeing a kind of like a tall human. He was wearing just normal clothes, jacket, just normal adventuring trousers. He had brown hair and a scar on his face. That's what you would remember.
All I remember is a human with a scar on his face. Then they pushed me.
Seems
Yeah, we're
very
gonna
rude of them.
colloquially call that one Scarface.
Face.
I'm sure Scarface would be very upset. I will.
I have a quick question. We don't recognize this dwarf, right? Like, we haven't talked to him before. This is a new guy that we've never met.
That's correct. You've never met this dwarf before.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Does he appear to be a guard?
No, but it looks like he might be a sheriff.
Okay.
See, like a little police baton
Cute.
in his
Well,
pocket.
I'm sorry. I didn't understand. You a sheriff around here?
Aye. I do apologize. I forget to introduce myself all the time. 'Cause everyone knows me around here. Yes, I am the local sheriff, just trying to figure out what started the fire, doing the fire brigade, uh, just to help them out, in case we have repeat
Well-
offenders.
Of course, I actually I used to be a sheriff myself down in Ravens Run.
Oh, did you?
Indeed, and Ace will kind of pull back his cloak and show the holster of the pistol. How I originally came by this.
Well, that's pretty fancy. Did you get that from here?
A gift from the king, actually.
Aye, very nice. It's a pity. Old Lachlan's shop, I don't know how we're gonna get more, but, it's a shame. What made you quit?
Out of politics. You know, a town like this, and in pretty much every town, right? It's, well, he said, she said, and, well, Danny's cheating with Michelle, and it's just a mess, and I don't really care to get into all of it, but, I just got tired of the headaches and the long nights, if I'm being honest with you.
That's reasonable. Some people, they hate the small town. Can't stand it. All the politics, all the gossiping. For me, it's just nice to recognize a face every once and again.
Yeah, I can understand that, and faces you know are better than those you don't, that's for certain.
Yeah, most of the time.
I do apologize for, causing a ruckus in your fair city here. I had I had no intentions of any of this. I assure you. Honestly, I talked to the barkeep a couple times, and they'd mentioned Lachlan, and well, that's why I was out back and going down the alley. I just wanted to kind of see the shop for myself, but I guess that caused a headache too.
Well, I do appreciate your help. That will help us identify somebody in the future, I'm sure. But
You had any other strange instances going on lately? Anything we might can help with?
you're run of the mill. I mean, I have a few on a poster board down at the local office, but off the top of my head, this has been the big concern for the day anyway. Putting out fires, as they say.
Well, hopefully you don't have any more today. And we'll take a look at the bulletin board on our way out.
You need to tell your fire brigade to get their shit together.
Smalls.
I called out so many times and nobody cared.
He's just like pushing Smalls' head back behind him. She's she just gets frazzled,
Who ignores a young girl saying fire?
I'm sure they weren't ignoring you, Smalls.
They were definitely ignoring me.
Okay, maybe they were ignoring you, but that's not the point right now. This nice gentleman is not over the fire brigade. He's just the sheriff.
Still past. What?
You see the sheriff just take out a little a little pad of paper and just write some unintelligible things on the pad, and then just put it back in his pants, and then kind of he's gonna scowl a bit, and I will. Y'all have a good day. It seems like you have your hands full. And he'll just walk off.
Appreciate it. Well, dodged a bullet on that one. And he'll kind of turn and slowly look at Ez. So how'd you end up here?
I would like to explain it, and I'd also like to find out from you the same thing, but as you suggested, maybe we should go somewhere else where we don't get any more visitors.
Fair. You guys looking to stay in town, or y'all heading out as well?
We're not here for pleasure.
Are you wearing a uniform of any kind?
Oh yeah, wearing guard armor. I'm still wearing the military armor. And
He just kind of looks you up and down. Still with him, huh?
yes. And Max is left.